Your story matters than you actually think of. What is your story? How do you see the money? How do you see the material objects? How do you define them? You need it because you need it, or you want it. Like some people want it so freaking bad to live their life, but then they hate it at the back. They hated the money. They hated the people who have the money. They think that people are bad because of the money. So, what is your story? How do you see the world, and how you define your life and define yourself? Keeping in one thing in mind, that you are not your thoughts, you are not your feelings, emotions, you are not this body, you are more beyond that, you are more beyond this physical body. You are the universe in itself, you're the God creator of your own reality. But the point is that you cannot create other than your own story. You cannot create something that you never seen before, if that make any sense. And if you haven't seen something before, and if you haven't experienced it before, then you gotta be open to and allowed to receive it to come in your life. Because a lot of the people say that they want something new they haven't came across, but when the universe give them in some format, they refuse it, or they don't allow it, they shut down, they close off. That's not work like that. Because people wants to control every piece of the puzzle. They're like, okay, this thing's gonna happen this way, this is the path, this is it, this is the time, this is the process, this is the venue, this is the place. They want to control each and everything. They want to make it strategic planning. But you guys, you forget it. Universe have their own plan. The divinity have their own plan. And if your plan doesn't match with the divinity plan, it's gonna be go away anyway. And that's why a lot of the people make so many freaking plans, strategic plans. But when the time to actually see the results of these plans, they don't see anything happening, or they won't be able to follow their plan, because the moment they take the first step, they do something, something new comes up, and all of a sudden their plan is like goes away. Because divinity has a perfect plan for you. But that doesn't mean you cannot get what you want. No, it's just that the higher version of you already know why you are here and what you want and how you're going to get it. Through the path of the least resistance, fast, easy, simple, it already knows everything. You got to surrender yourself. You got to surrender your ego to the higher version of yourself, which you can call it as a universe, source, God, puba, whatever name you want to call it. And so it all based on your story. How do you see yourself? Now, a lot of the people say it happened in the past. I failed in the past, so I'm not going to do it again. I don't want to fail again. I don't want to be embarrassed again. Guys, past is a past. It doesn't really belong in this world. Because the past is an illusion. Everything that you see right now is an illusion. So when everything is an illusion, why don't you take what you like it and reject what you don't like it? Why you think that this has happened in the past because I have a past memory or something like that, I gotta take it forever in my life? Why can't you just simply leave it, let it go? Why not? Because if you keep with that story that had happened with the past, you're going to be keep stuck in that old story, and you're never going to get what you want. So you got to leave your old past story, because if you want to get what you want, you got to do this. You got to make this decision. You got to make this choice. You got to change your story, because history is your story, and that doesn't really exist. You can change it anytime. You can take it. If you like it, you can reject it, and you can make a new history. You can make a new story of you that you see yourself. You can literally do anything. You can be more creative. You can see yourself. You know what? I'm wealthy. I don't care what's showing up in the 3D. I don't care what's there in my bank balance, or how much cash I have in my pocket. I don't care, because I know that I am the freaking God creator of my own reality. And whichever story I live by, I choose into, I'm gonna get it that way. Regardless of the physical evidence, regardless of the proof in the 3D. And you choose that new story, you create that new story that you like it, and you repeat that story. So the old story will going to be replaced by this new story that you're telling yourself. And that new story will going to be creating your reality. And you're going to see exactly those things happening in your 3D sooner or later, because what you do inside has to replicate, has to show outside. So if you have a history or a bad history or a memory or whatever with the money, see for it what it is. See for what it is and let it go. Say that, okay, thank you so much for being there for here. You don't need to be hard or harsh on yourself or beat yourself up for having that story or memory or history, but now it's the time for it to let it go. Now it's time for me to pick up a new story, to create a new story that I want in my life. And I can have any story. I can pick up, create any story that I want to, because I want this thing and I want to create the story around it. You can literally be creative and choose around it and do whatever the heck you want to do with your life. But keep in mind, history, past, all is totally irrelevant. Totally, these are the stories. You can reject these stories at any time and you can create a new story. And what exactly the memory? Memory is like one parallel version of you. There are so many parallel versions of you, and based on your past, your history, or your memory that you had in your brain, that is one parallel reality that you have been through in the past. You can literally change from that parallel reality to any parallel reality, any version of you that you want to be or you want to see in your physical 3D reality. But you got to choose it first. A lot of the people say, give me the physical proof first, show me the physical evidence first, then I'm going to change. No, you got to choose first. You got to choose that version first. You got to choose that story first. You got to create that story first. And you got to live by into that and commit to it. Then it's going to change in the 3D. Otherwise, it won't change. You can't be in the two boats. Okay, I change it, but nothing is happening in the 3D. No. You got to fully commit to it. You got to fully change the story. And you got to live with your new story. Regardless of the proof, then the 3D has to change and the 3D will change. So let me know if this content resonates with you. Comment down in the comment section below. And guys, for those of you who don't know, I didn't give the intro. I'm Parshvika. On this channel, we talk a lot about manifesting, attracting abundance by doing what we love. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more such videos. I have a short mini course talking about manifesting, attracting abundance by doing what you love. The links are in description. You can very well check it out along with the finance planner. All the links are in description. So hopefully you find this video useful. If you have any questions, any queries, or anything that you want me to make a video topic, or you want me to make a video, let me know the topics in the description. I'll see you the next time. In the comment. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.